Brittany,
Yes.
oh, I was saying, the reply that I had from the email last night, I know it was after the 7:30, and I apologize for that. I didn't get my email till later. But what I had meant to submit the decisions that we had spoken about that we went over Thursday night. I thought those were the decisions that we were going to submit. So that's why I was just A-okay with those.
Well, see, whenever you got off the phone, me and Shabir worked on it for a little bit longer. And then after me and Shabir got off, I worked on it a little bit longer. And so I just didn't know if everybody was okay with the decisions that I finalized or if we wanted to change it. Because I worked on it to where there was 2 routes we could have took. And so that's what the decision I was kind of looking for was which route did you guys want to take? And I only got feedback from Bill on that. And so I just basically used my own judgment, and that's what got submitted.
So what did you submit?
I trust your judgment. I mean, that's okay, because I think you're doing a really good job, and you're a finance major, so I trust you.
Well, I have a 3.94, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good job.
I'm trying to make sure that we are recording, just so everybody knows.
Okay.
Okay.
Brittany, so what did you, when I gave you that decision, what did you end up deciding doing?
So I fiddled with the system a little bit more, and let me see. I sent out the overall decisions.
Right.
You got that email?
Yes, I did.
So that was pretty much the route I went. It was, I'm sorry, I have like 500 different things going on here. But I sent out everything, I sent out that one sheet that had all the decisions we made. It was pretty much a decision. So I just want to go and show people that. So Shabir and Sean went back in after I made the changes from this round 3, because earlier this morning, as soon as round 3 hit, I went in and played with the system, and I got us up to 73.7. Well, when Sean and Shabir went in and made changes, it dropped us down to 72.6. And I know this is Sean's area, but this is what I've been stressing the most, is because in R&D, we are over 1 million right here, and we cannot be over 1 million.
Oh, okay.
That I know that looks like 1,336.
Yeah, but it's 1.330,000.
Yes.
30,000. Yes.
Right.
That's a lot of investment. Yeah.
Yeah. So anything over 1 million means that we are paying on it for 2 years. So anything 1,000,000.1, you're paying for the 1 million in the first year, and you're paying for the 0.1 in the second year. So it costs you money.
Right. Right.
So I'm going to change this back to the way that I had this, because it worked. It looked good. You know what I'm saying? It worked. And
Okay.
your cost, so that helped us out.
Okay. Well, what exactly did he change? I mean.
So this is the screenshot from what I had, okay?
Right. Yeah, I see that.
And you can see the changes. So I had us at 863. So
Okay.
that got us under 1 million. And then he went in and changed Agape, and
that raised us up.
And he changed Able, and look, it changed our dates. So
oh yeah.
It made us out longer. And so
okay.
then if you look down here, I mean, the overall cost, I mean, it's just killing us. So
yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and change these back, just because what I had, I mean, like I said, it was working.
Right. Right.
We can make minor changes, of course, to bring up or bring down cost.
Yeah.
But
what is our inventory on hand? What are we looking at for inventory on here?
Give me 1 second, and I will roll over to production so you can see what the decisions are over there. Let me just make these changes real quick.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha.
Production, I made minor changes. Only Able, I made like 100 more. You know, it was 2,200. I put it like 2,300.
Okay.
That's a very minor changes.
100, 25, 22, 18, 19. Okay, recalculate. Okay. So that get us back down to 863.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Now this is going to these what we're doing right now is going to be for round 3, correct?
Correct. So my goal is to basically, we're going to walk through this and we're going to get where we are happy and we're just going to go ahead and submit tonight.
Okay, that works.
What do you mean? Okay.
So production, this is what we're looking at.
Okay. And Agape.
And I will try to bring up that courier over here. Just give me a second. Can everybody still see these pretty good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we need to do then is bring up Agape the contribution margin
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, we do.
So that was another thing that killed us. I had our contribution margins all the way up to like 29, I think was the lowest. So I don't really know what changed, like what decisions affected that. So
You had it up, well, Brittany, you had it up to what, 29%?
I believe so. So let me go find, hold on one second, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm so disorganized this afternoon. Financial summaries. So I sent you guys this bad boy here. And of course, this is a crappy. Okay. And this doesn't have our contribution margins, does it? Oh, no, wait. No, that's not it. That's just marketing. Okay, well, apparently these spreadsheets do not tell you. But these were the settings that I had for the other day.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
both numbers.
Huh?
I have it here.
Okay.
So what I did was the first one, Able, it was 2,200. So I slightly increased, 100, 2,300 now. So the second one, Acre was 700, it's 800. Then the third one, Adam was 1,700. I brought it down to 1,500. So the other two was the same.
So let me explain to you too what I was doing. Because Adam performed so well this past round, I thought we would focus more on, because we've been focusing on Able, Acre, and Agape. And
Yeah.
we need to also focus on our other 2 products. So this time, instead of spending so much time and money on those, I was ramping up Adam and Aft, and I think Agape as well. So I based it off of R&D. So how I divvied up the money and what we put most of our money into. So you can see that Adam, we're doing 260.
Okay.
Like we're putting more time, money, and effort into Adam.
Yeah.
I think that's going to help us out a little bit because we haven't focused obviously on Adam or Aft. But
Okay.
like I said, Adam was in the top performer, I believe. Do we know what Adam is? Adam's what?
Performance.
Performance? That's low, high.
I think it's high end.
I was going to say, yeah. So
Yeah,
Adam,
I think I think you're right, Enzo. I think that's high end.
So Adam, I mean, it sold out at $36.75. I mean, it did really good. So I kind of wanted to focus on Adam, which is why I ramped up marketing for Adam. I ramped up production for Adam. I ramped up everything, focusing predominantly on Adam. Of course, we're going to favor Able because Able is a moneymaker for us.
Yes. Yes.
And then give a little attention to Aft because we haven't given Aft attention since we started.
Okay.
So back to production. That's why I had production ramped up for Adam.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right, that's fine. You gotta put it, you
So-
put the number back.
So you want to put it back to the 17?
Yep, that's 1700.
Okay.
The first one, Able, is 2200.
We can keep, I mean, if you want to ramp up, that's fine. It's just, I was explaining why I ramped up Adam, so we didn't.
So I changed the automation for Acre. Acre was 5, I put it like 4.
But see how that cost, so we're bringing down automation, and bringing down automation costs us time and money, just so you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then what about your labor availability? The first shift capacity.
Say that again?
So if you're bringing down the automation, you need more resources, I think.
I had the automation at 5. I did on Adam, or who?
Yeah, that one.
This one?
Acre was 5.
Yeah, I had it at 5.
Can we leave the automation, the new automation ratings, the same as the automation ratings? Like change that to 5 and then leave it alone. Is that okay if we do that?
That is fine. And the reason
Yeah.
like I said, because dropping it down to 4 cost us money that we
Right, and we, okay, so I
Yeah.
would say, keep it to 5 and then don't change it.
The whole reason I upped automation on Adam
What
was
about Agate, the last one? Should be 2 then.
yes. So are we good with that? And then I left this
Yeah.
at 100% because when you drop this out of 100%, it screws the score up massively, like royally. Okay, so are we good with this decision so far?
Yep, let's see the score.
We are.
Yeah, that looks better.
Okay.
Although Agape is still pretty low at 20% for contribution.
Yes, that's going to play into marketing. We're going to go into that next once we look at our scorecard real quick.
Okay.
The marketing, because we can ramp up the price. See, we're up to 73.7, so we're doing something right
We're at 73.3 right now. Yeah, so we're doing something right. Yeah.
So the marketing, the pricing will help with the the contribution margin.
Okay.
Yeah, the sales and everything like that. So the problem is Agape is at, I believe, its highest point. If I'm
Yeah, it's at its high point there. Yeah, we can't go any higher on that one.
$34. So
Yeah, we're maxed out on that.
we're just gonna have to probably, what do you think? Cut down sales and budgeting, or ramp up production a little bit more?
Maybe forecast a little bit more.
So it
But
has.
let's do the calculation. So what we should do is for Agape, we sold 761 and we stocked out, which was great. So we should multiply, do the formula, the calculation, 761, multiply that by 0.183, and then add it to 761, and then that should be our forecast.
Okay, so does somebody want to calculate that?
So what was
Yeah.
that? 761 times
0.183, which is 139 plus
Right.
761,
plus
900.
761. Yeah, yeah, let's try that.
That's what the forecast should be.
Yeah.
900?
I agree. Let's try that.
900.
900, yes.
And let's see how it changes the contribution margin.
Okay.
So it really, I don't know,
it
I
didn't
don't
really do
remember what the
anything.
number was.
Yeah.
I don't think it changed it at all.
I don't think it did either. Can we change the price?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's change the price. Can we change it to maybe 33.5?
Yeah.
It was previously 33.5.
Yeah, well, not so, because I've been in the system and I literally went through each one of these box changing number, I played with the system. And so that's why, it's because I've done 30.5 before, trying to make it work. So,
Okay.
that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So let's
Ooh.
bring it back to 34.
Yeah, because your forecast is lower than your actual production. That's why, because your production schedule is for.
Oh, I see it changed.
Yeah, so that's a big change.
So then let's go ahead and, well, can we keep it at 3.5 and
Yeah.
then increase the production to maybe 1,000 and see what happens? It says 100.
Oh, son, sorry. Oh, goodness me. Okay, decisions, production, 19.
No change.
So let me try something real quick. I'm going to try ramping up production just based off of gut feeling. Let's do 1,400. Was that was before 1,400?
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the 3,350 with 994 being the benchmark, and we'll just say 1,400 just to see what it does. Nothing. Okay.
Still not
So I
matching.
think we have
Your forecast is 1,400, and you are producing only 1,200. So that's the max number you can put it there. So there's a big gap. So your forecast saying you need 1,400 units, then your actual production schedule, you're only manufacturing 1,200.
So what if we try charging, I know it says the price max is 34, but what if we tried charging 34.25?
Or how about if we charge 35 for aft and increase that production? What's that going to do to us?
But it still won't change the agape contribution margin.
Okay.
That's still something we'll have an issue with.
Okay, so you want to try $35 for agape?
No, I want to try 34 or 34.25 or 34.50.
Okay, let's try 34.50.
34.50.
Let's try, yeah.
So that got us up to 12.
Oh, that got us up. Okay.
So then let's try bringing down production a little bit to a more realistic number.
Try
Because,
1,200 maybe?
well, so now we said what was the number for our thing? It was
900.
Yeah, we tried, 900 is what ends up calculated.
Let's try 900 and see. 21.
Nope, no change.
Okay, so go into. So let's see, if we're producing 900, so we're saying we're going to sell 900. So trying to think here. Maybe if we bring down the sales budget a little bit, so it's not costing us so much money.
Okay.
Yeah, because it looks like from our promotional budget to our sales budget, it's almost doubled.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we can bring down our sales budget.
Sales budget for agape. So let's change this to 8, 7, and 4. Okay, then go back to production. No change.
No.
It seems like the only way to change the contribution margin is to increase the price, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does. That makes that is the only way we're going to get that contribution margin up, is to get that price up.
So that kind of stinks. I guess maybe if we could just try raising AF's contribution margin and overcompensating, a little bit. Because this one right here, acre, that is ideal.
Right. Yes.
So maybe if we could bring up these 3 a little bit more.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that, Brittany.
And kind of overcompensate for it. So let's go to marketing. Okay, so let's see where we are with the beginning. Okay, the high price for this is $29. So do we want to try 28.75?
Yeah, let's try 28.75 and see what happens.
So then we could bring down our forecast a little bit because
Yes.
it changed our numbers. But let's go see production, what it did for us. 32. We're
Now, okay.
almost there.
It's a tedious process.
Very, very stinking tedious. Okay.
Okay, you talked about bringing production or the forecast down for Able.
Yeah.
You want to try 23.50 maybe?
Well, let's do the formula. So it's 9.2% for Able, and God, we sold a lot,
Yeah, we did.
but we didn't sell out. So
28.70.
28.70.
Uh-huh.
So let's try 29.
How did you come up with that number, Enza?
I took the amount sold and multiplied that by the 9.2% and then added that amount to the amount sold.
Okay, I got you. I understand.
$2.5 still.
I don't know that we're going to get that much higher.
Yeah. But let's go here and see what happened. Woohoo!
Hey, that's up.
Woo! Okay.
That's definitely up. Okay, so maybe if we did make some other little tweaks to the other products as well.
Yes. Okay, so the next one on the list is
Okay, so Acre.
Acre did poorly. And it is by 11.7%.
Got 13.37.
Okay, yeah.
So 1,400, we'll say.
Yeah, let's try 14, yeah.
Sure.
And then price-wise, 24 is the high. So do we just want to shoot for 24 or 23.75?
75 maybe, yeah, 75. Low.
Yeah, I agree. Let's try 75.
Okay, and then production.
Hey,
Yeah.
that went up.
Mhm. So the only way is increasing the price, that's
Which sucks because you should be able to lower your productions, like your overall expenditures, but we don't have access or control over that for some reason. Okay, so now let's go to the next one, which is Adam, which I have a lot of faith in this next round. It's a 16.2% growth rate.
I have 9.57.
9.57. Okay, so let's do 1,000.
Yep.
And then the price is 39 is the cap. So do we want to do 38.75?
yeah, just try that.
Okay.
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 Hey, that brought Adam up. That's good.
Mhm.
I can work with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's cool.
Okay. And then let's go back and do aft.
And that 315. Oops. Multiply that by 19.8 plus 315. I have 377. That doesn't make sense. Hold on one second. I'm going to do that again. We only sold 315.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 0.198 plus 315. I come up with 377.
How much? 367?
377, which is less than our benchmark.
Yeah.
So maybe I would say maybe put 500 and see what happens, because it needs to be more than our benchmark.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the price for this, the high is 34. So do we want to try 33?
75?
Or
Yeah.
75?
or 50 maybe, you know, like because it's a low performance.
Well, look at what the competition did. Is they were the bold and dot, they both sold out, and their price was $34. They sold out. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
32.5. So yeah, try the 33.75.
Okay, and then 500, we're good with that, and then recalculate.
Well, now
Oh,
now the benchmark production changed,
yeah.
which is that's still more than the 377. So maybe 400, and then we can always change it to 500. Let's see what 400
yeah.
does.
Okay. Yeah, that's good idea, Enza. Good idea.
Okay.
And then decisions, production. 29.2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Brought it up.
Let's see.
What's the overall, Brittany?
What do you mean the
The
performance?
balance. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we're doing here. 60. See, you make one
Oh, no.
score
Oh,
and go 10
okay.
back.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's go back to.
Hang in there, guys. We'll get it. We'll get it.
So I think. So the last time when I was messing in the system, one of the things that I noticed is that your forecast needs to be higher and your production needs to be ramped up, because you have to make your employees happy. And if your employees aren't working, then they're not happy, which reflects poorly on your company.
also the plant utilization, you know, that should go up also.
Yeah. So basically, I think if we try to rev up some of these numbers a little bit, maybe not able, because able's just up there.
I think we're maxed out on Able, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other numbers, if we can ramp up the production on them a little bit, the forecast, yes.
So like apt, I would say ramping it up to maybe 500 or even 600. I don't know. Agape. What did Agape do here? Agape was good though. Or no, Agape was bad, wasn't it? So we sold it for 34. We're raising our price to 34.50. What do you guys think?
We're talking about Agape right now.
We're talking about overall. I mean, where do you
Overall.
want to make changes here? Because something's definitely got to change, you know.
Yes.
So I think, what about Agape? You know, like let's ramp up that.
So what do you want to put it at?
950 and try, is there any difference? Also apt, you know, like maybe we can put like 500.
So see, that brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to bring up all of our production forecasts.
Yeah. So based on the forecast, I think we need to adjust the production schedule also.
Yeah, we'll adjust that once we get through marketing.
Okay.
So I say we ramp this up to 600.
Yeah,
Yes.
This may be
Yes.
up to 1100. This
Yeah.
maybe 15, and this up to 1050.
Okay, try that. Let's try that, Brittany.
1100.
600.
100, and then 1050.
Yeah.
Scorecard. See?
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, that brought it back up. Yeah. So that's the production. That's where we've got to get it ramped up.
Yeah, so let's finish out. Let's see.
so you want maybe Adam? What about Adam? Maybe like 1200.
Yeah, because we are putting a lot of money into Adam this round, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Adam and Aft are going to be our target pulls this time around. Hold on a second. Hey, Dad, I'm in a meeting, okay? Thank you for checking on me, though. All right, I love you. Bye. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's see what productions. So 32, we're still pretty good, minus Agape. Solid scorecard. 73.1, see?
That's good.
Okay.
And then look at our contribution margin. I don't think we've ever been at a 1 point something.
Yeah, we were always
Oh,
below.
wow. Huh.
Okay, so go back to forecasts and let's see. I hate, okay, maybe acre, make it 16, you think?
Yeah, let's try that. 16.
You know what? You know what? Well, gosh.
I was gonna say, let's rev up Aft a little bit more.
I would say
Yeah.
Adam also, because Adam, we are investing a lot of money, so make it like 1300.
1300,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe make this 750.
Yeah. Acre also, maybe you can put maybe 1550.
You know what? Let's try 800 for Aft. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm for it. Oh, not 8,000.
No, not 8,000.
Okay, let's see how that affected us. Woohoo!
Oh, okay. We're getting okay. Okay.
So
We're
let's
getting
go move into the actual budgeting for the promos
Okay.
and sales. So the way that I did this, of course, was, I went through and figured out which was good, fair, poor, and I just put dollar amounts to them. We can add to it or we can take away from them. Obviously, Able has always been one of our money makers. So I'm always for keeping Able. I mean, the more money we put into it, the more money it'll bring us.
Yes.
I'm okay if we want to bring Acre down a little bit and add more money to Adam and Aft.
But it should be
That's
based on
what
the
I was
performance.
thinking. Yeah.
Huh?
It should be based on the performance. Can you click on that button, like how it does poor, high,
This?
or low? Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is so 0 was the score for because it was doing poor. I'm not going to pay money for poor. If it's a lower score, it's because it was fair and the good score got the higher.
So Adam got to accept the print media, everything's like, and so what about the print media for Adam? Because
it's poor. That's why I put it at 0.
okay.
How poor is poor, Brittany?
Well, so the thing with the marketing aspect of it, I mean, Enza, you can chime in at any time. I just think that we should put the more money to the fair and good versus the poor, because we're not going to have an outcome with poor. You may get one for every mil you spend, but was that mil actually worth that one sell?
No, I completely agree. I think we should follow, and what you had said, Brittany, is if it is poor, we shouldn't invest any money into that
Okay.
form of media at all. I think we should keep it 0.
All right, I agree with you guys. I'm in agreement with all of
The
you.
low
That's good.
end, the print media and the direct mail for low end, I think we should lower it just a tad bit. Because if you see the time allocation for low end, for print media and direct mail, the time allocation is at 10% at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. So lower so that's what I was asking, was lower acre and put that added money to Atom.
Sounds good.
What do you want to
Okay.
lower this to?
Maybe 200,
200?
250. Yeah, leave it there. That's fine
Okay.
for both.
Okay, and then add 150 over to the Able.
Or Atom, right?
Yeah, Adam.
That is a max of 300, just so you guys know. You can't go higher than 300 there for some reason.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So do 300, 300, and then aft. Maybe we can add 200 here.
Okay.
So what do you think about, you want to recalculate and see where we are?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I've also been trying to keep up with this as far as the old and the new. The accessibility, because we are being graded on that. And so accessibility comes from how much we're putting into this. The more, the merrier, obviously. So we want a higher outcome, obviously.
So, Brittany, what about the time allocation?
So I just did this based off of obviously the 100% factor, and I just, instead of doing like the 5 increments, because I obviously wanted to spend a little bit more time with Atom and Aft, but still have allocated time to Able, and then have enough time, for Acre and Agape still,
Yeah.
So that's why I broke it up the way I did.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys want to change anything, let me know.
No, I'm just asking, like, why it's not incremental.
Yeah, it's just because, obviously Atom, I wanted to focus on that. So that's why if I did 30 there as a 5 increment, then, it just would have.
So Aft is our low performer, like when my question is, why can't we make that Acre 20 and put Aft 10?
Because we're trying to focus on Aft this round too. Because we haven't focused on Aft or Atom in the past 2 rounds.
Okay.
So we're trying to shine a little light on those 2 segments, especially too, because I know Atom sold out and performed well, and we didn't really
Focus on that.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, not at all. You're right. Yeah.
So
Could we take like 5% away from Agape and put it towards Atom maybe?
yeah. So
See how that works?
Agape was our focus last round 2.
Right. Yeah.
Was it the performance round 2?
Yeah.
Check that.
And that would be 37% now.
So I was just making sure we were still changing this, like, because we're talking.
To make it 100%, that's what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
So let's go to our performance and see what this did for us. 73.5.
Came down a little bit, 73.6 was.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But our contribution margin went up a little bit, 1.4 now, before 1.3.
Oh yes, you're right. Yes, that's good.
Okay, so let's go to pricing and forecast. So maybe if we put a little bit extra into these, dollar amounts.
Yeah.
So it's 350.
This is what you guys did on Thursday night, huh?
Oh yeah.
For 2.5 hours.
Oh, it was longer than 2.5 hours.
I know, but you know what, guys? I got to hand it to you guys. I'm sorry that I had to leave early, but I got to hand it to you guys. You guys stepped up and you guys stepped up to the plate and really took care of it. Good job, guys. You guys did a great job. All of you did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so
I felt bad that I had to leave so early. I apologize, guys.
It's okay.
Acre, April's still pretty good.
How about that agape? Do you want to make it like 300s, 280?
Um,
Okay.
$73.6.
73.6. It went up.
1.1 went up.
Yeah, but hey,
That's good.
yeah. And our customer awareness is going up too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, which we want.
Yeah, we definitely want that.
Because that's where we kind of failed and dropped the ball last time. And I want to talk to you guys about the emergency loan because I really have no clue how it's calculating.
No, I think that's based on the worst case.
Worst case scenario?
Yeah. So if let's say if you are not selling 95% of your inventory, that's going to be the problem, I think.
So like we
Oh.
took a emergency loan this time, and I don't know because like I said, I mean, I watched the videos because you can go to finance, right? And you can hit the coach and it shows you a video on how it calculates and everything. And the whole thing is like, this needs to be a positive number. And if it's not, then you're going to see Big Al. Well, this has always been a positive number when we submit it. So I don't understand why we're still seeing Big Al. Does anybody know?
Huh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Especially if we're positive, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm confused by that.
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. It doesn't make any sense at all, and it's happened twice, right?
Search, that's what it's saying. So if we have the inventory and we are not selling 95% of the inventory, we'll end up having a emergency loan.
So like if we go here, you can see like this time around, we're going to have an emergency loan. This is what this is saying is because we're not getting full points for it. So there's something in our decisions in finance that is leaving us to get an emergency loan, and I don't know what it is.
Did you read under our team discussion her feedback?
Yeah, I have that here.
This one right here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's talking about you forgot to fund a major planned improvement. About 25% of emergency loans falls here. So she's saying we forgot about planned improvement. And also our profits were negative. That's another reason.
70% fall into this category of no inventory.
Like, I just don't know. Like, this is why I have a problem with this aspect of it, because in a real world situation, we would be able to control these aspects as far as if we need to, move stuff around, so when I'm looking at my, let me get that back up actually. When I'm looking at the program, it's telling me, it's telling me that if I go to finance right now, it's telling me I'm in the positive. So I'm going off of that. And I mean, it's substantially in the positive. It's not just a couple hundred. We are substantially in the positive. So I don't understand, and we were last time too. Now the first round, we were not substantially in the positive. We were barely, in the positive. But I've made sure that, we are like this last round, but yet we still had to take a emergency loan. But I just think in a real world situation, you'd have more control over the emergency. Like I would be able to, instead of just changing the price and what my forecast is, I'd be able to change more with marketing than just the fields that we're getting to change, and then production in the same sense, I think this system's kind of flawed.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys want to change anything else in this system?
I don't know where to change, I think
No.
Yeah.
I think we have to go back and play with the contribution margins.
So in pricing and forecast, let's look at production and see where we are. So
for Agape, we have to work on that.
Yeah. Let me write this down real quick. So we're at 21.6.
Do you think we should lower our production schedule?
I think so. 1200 is the max for Agape. You cannot increase that number any further.
So you're saying, what is the, what? So say that all again, I'm sorry.
Go back.
Production schedule, that's the max you can put it for Agape is 1200. You cannot go more than that.
Okay, so.
Right. Should we lower that number, the production
I think we should lower that number.
Okay, so who works production? Whose department is this?
Yep, I work for production.
Okay, so what is the formula for figuring out this production schedule?
So I would say the best case scenario, we are assuming we are going to sell the 95% of the inventory. You always predict 10% more than your forecast. So that means, so your forecast for Agape is 1050 times 10, then subtract that with the inventory on hand. So that's going to be the actual number you're going to produce based on your forecast.
Okay.
So now, yeah, I can do that calculation here. So your forecast is 1050. Times 1.1. So we need 1155 based on your forecast.
Okay. And then can you do that formula for all of these?
Yeah, let's try that. That should be around 500.
500?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then the next one. Uh, 1430, maybe you can put 1450. Then that one. Uh, 1200. And the other one, the last one, 29. 2,700. So now, when you look at the first shift, the adjusted production after adjustment is 2277, 790. So now look at that. So here, first shift capacity is 2,000. So we can easily make that number. I don't think so. Okay, so I think we need to buy some capacity for here. Yeah, we need to add maybe like for able 500 capacity.
Okay, so can we just recalculate this real quick?
Just recalculate based on that number. Yeah.
Okay. I just want everybody to kind of see where these numbers, because I want to see if these change based, like these percentages and numbers right here. I want to see if any of this changes based on this changing, okay?
Okay.
So everybody notes like what general numbers there are there.
Yeah, they did change.
So I thought,
Except for Agape, that didn't change.
yeah, of course, right?
Yeah.
Up. The second shift production went up, or what does it change?
So,
So, Shabir, maybe you're right. Maybe we need to put some numbers in the capacity there. Maybe
So
that's why we're coming up so low.
For the first, able.
so how much?
500. 200 for the next one.
Are we buying or selling?
Buying.
So with Acre now, remember that we're not going to put too much money into Acre.
Mm-hmm. So you don't want it.
Yeah, that's why he wants to keep it low at 200.
So what about Adam? Adam, we need to buy.
So why are we buying capacity for Acre when their first shift capacity is 1,600?
Because like if you are look at the first shift capacity is 900 for Adam, like, but you're making like 1,400, 1,450. So you don't have capacity in your first shift. If your second shift is making, that's 50% more money. That's overtime. That will cost us more money.
There's no overtime on the schedule right now.
No, when you recalculate it, that's going to be.
No, I'm saying like with this being 0, I haven't recalculated it right now. With this being 0, there's no overtime.
Because you used a bundling of text data, that's
why. Complement 700, 100. I think that we are using the workforce 100% here for the complement. That's maybe no overtime here. So let's try this number 200. I think we need to put maybe 500 for Adam. That's why we're investing more money there.
So are we putting 500 for Abel and Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to cost us a lot of money.
Let's try it, and then we can change it back.
So is that the only 2 we're putting 500 for?
Yeah, just recalculate and see.
So it's showing no overtime, so that's cool.
Well, we didn't have overtime.
No, I know.
So go back to the scorecard. Oh, see,
We're up to 75. Okay.
See, went up.
So we're still.
See, overall score also went up. I think 1 or 2, or what is the score before a recap score?
But we're still showing emergency loan at 0.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know how to get that to.
How about our plan utilization? Can you scroll up? Oh, that's 5. Yeah, that's good.
1.6 for margin.
Yep, that also went up.
Okay, our product count. Why is that?
Okay. Brittany, when you clicked on that emergency loan thing, though, it said something about our assets.
Yes. So where is it at? Right here. When sales revenues and financing decisions do not cover annual expenses.
Okay.
But I don't know, like I'm saying, because when you view our financial statement, I mean, we're in the positive. Like we have, when we close out of business, we have a positive number. So I don't understand how it, I mean, I guess basically what I'm saying is whenever it closes, like whenever I close out the system, we're at a positive number, but it's calculating things that like we would actually have access to control. So, you know, mid-market scheme, you know, like mid through the year, if we find out that Able's costing us more money, then we can stop production on Able right then versus making the decisions now and reaping the benefits or the repercussions later, you know?
Yes.
So that's why I have a massive problem with this system. So we were in production. Okay, so is there anything else we want to change or add or anything?
Let's see.
Do we want to change the automation for Adam?
No, that will cost you more money because
Okay. Okay.
So I think the last one, Agape, our capacity is only 600 and we are going to produce 1155. So we need to add some capacity there. Maybe 500
Yes.
there.
So what do you want to put?
500.
500?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you want to put that much, Shabir?
Yeah, let's try recalculate. You know, we can come back because see the difference in the capacity and because always the second shift will cost 50% more.
All right. All right. Oh, nope.
Yep.
Nope. Put it back then. 300. Yep, that'll work.
Okay.
Still our overtime is 0. Then go to your scorecard.
Still the same.
Yeah, didn't change anything.
What about the contribution margin? Same?
Yeah, 1.6.
Okay.
Shut my door.
So is there anything else we want to change here? Or are we happy with this? Or maybe go to the next department and see how we can.
Yeah. Go to next
Yeah,
one.
let's go to the next department. What's the highest you said you had it up to, Brittany? Was 79?
No, it was 75, I think 0.1. But like I said, when I was messing in the system, I got it up to the 75. And then what happened was I kept making decisions without saving it at the 75. And so then that lent us back, like it pushed us all the way back to like 72 on one of the decisions I made. So I reset it to the last official save, you know?
Okay.
So in human resources, we look great. 106 is great.
Yeah, that is good.
So recruiting spend now we need to increase, I think, because we're adding capacity. So I think maybe we need to put 5,000 there.
For what?
Capacity there.
For human resources?
Yeah, because we added capacity in production.
For recruiting, you want to make that 5,000?
Yeah, let's try that.
I mean, we're already up.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
No, it's
Yeah,
not a good
capacity,
idea. Can you click on the information next to the recruiting spending, the I,
Yeah.
and see what it says?
Oh, the higher the budget, the better the worker, resulting in a higher productivity index and lower turnover.
But so once you hit 5,000 per worker, that's when you start diminishing returns. So it doesn't need to be as high as 5,000. This is just basically how much money we're going to spend on hiring people, which it
per new employee. Okay.
yeah. And so I think that 2,000 is a reasonable offer. And then, like I said, we kept training up. I kept training to 80 hours because I think training is important. It keeps, accidents down and.
Yes, that is.
So, and I mean, like I said, our last year we were at 102%, and now we're at 106, which is ideal. So I think we're good here.
And those are the only two numbers we could change in here, correct?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So can we increase a little bit more there, maybe like 2,500 or 2,750? Because the high skilled worker, high skilled labor.
So when I was playing in this system the other night, the higher, so there's a break even point. And so if you get too low, it lowers your score. And if you get too high, it lowers your score.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
I had it up to I think 3,500 last night trying to spend money on our workers, and it lowered us. But just for fun, I mean, we could try the 25 just to see.
So if you tried already, then you don't have to waste your time. Go ahead. I'm just asking, it's another option.
No, didn't change. Didn't affect it.
No, but the contribution margin. That's the same. Okay.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Same 75.1. Yep.
So the only thing is that it cost us more money, and it just hired this by 0.3% or 0.2%. Yeah,
I think it was probably 0.2%.
So I don't think it's worth the.
Okay, yeah, put it back 2,000 then. Because you had the maximum training hours there, 80 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 0.3%. Okay. Yeah, and you're at that max.
I think we should move on to the next page.
Yeah. So before we go to finance, I want to go to this TQM.
Total quality management.
Yeah, I don't know why that's last on the list because you're still adding to the budget when you add to these figures. So
okay.
it's kind of ridiculous why it's last and not finance, but whatever. So you guys can look through this if you want. I can go through each one of these and click on it and just let me know when you're good.
Yeah, I think we need to put something in continuous improvement. So that will save us the overall quality and rework saving.
I put 1 million towards that.
Okay.
I think we should bump this one up maybe to 500.
Okay.
Quality initiative training. Should we bump that one up to maybe 500? Do you think? What do you think, guys? How do you feel?
Yeah, we can do that, but the problem is the quality is directly attributed to your,
you're right. You're right, Shabir. You're right.
Keep in mind, when you add more stuff there, that's your cost. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go back to see how it affects the scorecard.
So just based off of
what section of the scorecard?
Okay.
So recalculate and just see how that affected us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Same, yeah.
No, didn't do anything. Okay.
I think this number lowered.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep. It was over 100, I think, before.
It was like 10. Yeah, it was like 10 something.
Yep. 106, I think.
Okay, so
let's take that back. That one thing that I asked you to change to 500. Let's take it back to 250.
So this one right here.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, 250.
Also, the benchmarking, can you click on that button there? What is benchmarking? Benchmarking means we are benchmarking against the products are already available on the market. So I think we don't want to put more money there. Let's see there.
It just reduced our administrative costs. So HR and things like that, it just reduces the ad administration costs. That's the only reason I added anything there, really.
Okay. benchmarking is not always a proactive method, you know, like I think kind of,
We can
That's fine.
send it back down to 0. I just
or maybe like 100 or something, and see like, is there any difference or not? No.
Took it up 0.2% down there at the bottom. It was 100.1,
okay.
So then,
but that was the only change.
Okay, so now where were we? The channel support system.
so what about the sustainability? It's right now it's 0 there.
Where?
Yeah, down there at the bottom, the GEM.
I was clicking through all these in order just so you guys can see what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys already know what all this is? And
The
No.
last one. What is the last one? Global environment.
No, I'm not worried about that one. However, that one, which one were you just on? The quality initiative training?
I was on the channel support system.
Okay, that will improve distribution channels. Maybe we should add something to that.
Yeah, just add 100 or
How
something.
100?
Yep.
Okay, and then anything else here? Concurrent engineering, reduction in R&D. So I added a boatload of money to this just because the cycle time, I mean, reducing that will drastically help us.
Okay.
So that's why I added to it.
Now, we're not restricted by any dollar amounts on any of these budgets, are we?
Honestly, I don't know about restrictions. I just put money in, and I mean, it hasn't told me.
I think we are restricted by the profit, you know, how much cash on your
particular
Yeah, okay, okay.
1.5.
Oh, okay, I got you. There you go.
So maybe if I make this 1.4, it will
Yeah.
be less ugly.
Okay.
Anything else? The Six Sigma training, obviously, I wanted to put some money into that because it does help out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, okay, yes.
Yeah, you took out maybe 100 from there. Maybe you can add there, you know, like 600, make it 600.
Okay. Oh, no,
Oh, 6.
100.
There we go.
Okay, let's see how this affected us.
It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Yeah, the same there.
I think move on to the next one, you know, like.
Oh, no, yeah, it didn't really affect anything, so.
so are we happy with that as far as the TQM? I mean, does anybody want to put money anywhere else?
No, I think that's good.
I think that's
I'm good if you guys are. I think that's great.
Okay. Okay, and then last but definitely not least is finance. Oh, now we're negative. Yay.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
So obviously,
Okay.
let's rev this up to, what do you think? 12,000. Anybody?
How we got that number?
So we're issuing the stock that's going to give us money. So so our max issue that we can issue is the 16,318 here.
Okay, so you're saying like 12,000?
So yeah, like 12,000 or maybe even 13.
Okay, let's try that and recalculate and see what's.
Okay, yeah, let's try that. No, you're going to try 13 or 12?
13, just to make it a little bit more.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so
Oh, good.
there. Scorecard.
Okay, that put us back in the positive.
Oh, look at that, 74.5 now.
Oh, we dropped a little bit there
Yep. It's because
because we were at 75.1.
yeah, but that went up.
That went up, yep.
Yeah.
So this is
Okay.
the lesser of two evils. Do you want this to go up or that?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I agree. And look at the all the way at the bottom there. It went up to 102.
Yeah, 102.3 was now 102.4 now. So that
Oh my God.
Okay, good.
2.1, 2.1.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, so obviously with us being like we were in the negative just a minute ago, I'm gonna retire less
Yeah.
long-term debt
Yes.
just
Yes.
because we can't afford to retire.
Right. Exactly. I
And then
agree.
I'm gonna drop this down to 2 because
So
obviously
what was the dividend for last round 2? What was the dividend rate? I think we had one of the best in our peer group, among the peer group.
that's the stock dividend. Yeah, we had 1.5.
Yeah, look at that. Everyone
Yeah.
is 0. So I would say, bring it down to 2 and try 1.5 also, or 1.75 this
I'm
time.
gonna say let's do 1.75 since
Yeah, a little bit over.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
bit more than the last round, last year. Let's try that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that brought us up some.
Okay.
And then let's go to performance. 4.5, 102.4 didn't hurt us.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so, but see now, we are still getting an emergency loan. That's happening. So we need to figure out
Yeah.
how to finance our.
So you're saying that 0 means we are going to end up having an emergency
An
loan?
emergency loan. Yeah.
So,
So how do we get our total assets? We got to get our total assets up. The total amount of our assets has to increase somehow so that we don't get an emergency loan, because it's showing that we don't have anything.
so I think then you need to go back to production. You need to modify or upgrade your plant or buy capacity or something. That's the only way you can increase your assets, buy resources like equipment or automation. So otherwise, how can you increase the asset value?
So the automation, this is the whole reason I don't change the automation, because I did this whole, when I was in production, I watched the coach and he said that when you dumb your automation down, what happens is it ends up costing your company and it's not always for the best outcome. So that's why, because I dumbed down automation at one point in the simulation when I was rolling through it, but it reflected negatively and I didn't understand why. And that's why, like, it's just, if you already have it there, there's no point in bringing it down because it's going to cost you money and it's not always for the best.
So even if you bring it up like a 5 or 6, the short term maybe cost more money, but the long term, it will be less.
But that's our problem, is we're spending way too much money than what we have.
Okay.
And that's why we get an emergency loan. Yes.
No, I'm not saying to change the numbers. I'm talking to like answering the Bill's question. Like how can we increase the value of our assets? That's the only way we need to come under the plant. Like production.
Has anybody seen? I see where it's got the accounts payable lag at 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an accounts receivable anywhere that we can look at?
I think the only thing is finance has AP. Yeah, I don't think there's any.
There it is. AR, accounts receivable lag days.
Where? Oh yeah.
Right above AP lag days.
Yeah, so that's 30. So you don't want it any more than 30 because that costs you money.
Yeah, that's the ideal number, I think, 30.
Okay.
Number.
So
how about issue
retired stock? How come that's 0 there? Like we need to.
what?
The retire stock.
Because when you're retiring, you're paying people for it.
Okay.
And we don't have money to pay people.
We can't issue any long-term debt.
We can issue long-term debt. So this is, as a finance major, it drives me batty because people will retire long-term debt and issue long-term debt in the same finance statement. It's like, why did you even retire any debt if you could, like, if you're trying to issue debt? You know, I don't get it. But we can. How much do you guys want to issue?
Well, Brittany, if you don't think it's a good idea, then I don't think we should issue anything.
So issuing,
I really don't. If it's
debt,
either or, from my understanding, it's either or, correct? Either you retire or you issue stock. Did I
yes.
understand that right or no? Okay, so then if we're going to retire, then let's choose one, not both. I
Okay.
would say
All right.
keep that
All right.
0, or in the retire long-term debt, add, make that a 0, and then issue long-term debt would be 1,000, whichever you think is best.
So
I'm not a finance major, so I trust your judgment.
How this affects us.
And let's see what happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're still on the positive. Okay, that's a good sign.
See, we went down,
Yeah, we went down.
and we're still
And
getting.
it jumped up actually a little bit. It was 74.6 or something like that, wasn't it?
No, we were like
Oh,
70.
75, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the highest we've been is 75.1 that I've seen. Yes.
Mhm.
Then go back and change it. But I think after every time we make some kind of change, we should go back to see how it affects the scorecard.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we were making a change after change after change without
Yeah.
checking the scorecard to see what has changed. And if we're
Okay.
going, if our number's going higher or lower.
Okay. It was 74.9 when you didn't retire, and when you issued a million, it went up to 74.9. Now it's dropped down to 74.5.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's go back.
So that made a difference.
So you're saying it was higher when we issued?
Yes, and the retire was at 0.
Also, we changed the dividend rate, from 2 to 1.75. I don't know, we need to put it back 2 there, or?
No, because that's costing us money.
Right.
So we're trying to.
Or should we lower that 1.5 then? Maybe the same.
Can we leave it at 0?
We
What-
can't.
The
So
dividend?
real quick, guys. The max issue for the long-term debt is 20,881. So what do you want to issue to make us? I mean, it has to be substantial in the sense, to make a difference. And 1 million obviously isn't going to make a difference. So how much do you guys want to issue?
Well, let's see. We increased. We did 1 million, and it put it up to. It raised it 0.4%.
How about 5 or 10?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Enza. Let's try that.
And then after the change, then we'll look at the scorecard again.
Yeah.
It went up.
It went up.
It did go up. Okay.
We're still getting an emergency line.
Yeah, but we're still having. Yeah.
So let's go back and try to change the dividend.
I would say 1.5, like last year. No
So-
increase.
So we did 1.5 last year. Is that what we did?
Yep, 1.5.
Yeah.
Let's just see. Didn't change. Did change.
No. Okay. I'm with you, Brittany. I do not understand that emergency loan thing at all.
I don't get it. And the fact that when you go to the scorecard and you click on the information section, it doesn't tell you how to, fix
Yeah,
it.
how to operate it. Wow.
So maybe what do you guys think about taking out current debt? It'll have to be paid, obviously, in the next year. Of course, if we end up with an emergency loan, it'll have to be paid next year, too.
How about the issue stock? Like we increased from 7,000 to 13,000. Is there anything we can change
So
there?
you can you don't want to max it out because that's pretty much selling your company out, which makes it not.
So what I'm saying, like lowering that to maybe like less than 10,000 or something.
Well, then we would lose money.
Yeah, we would. You're right.
So this number will come down and we'll still be.
Oh, the negative. Okay.
Yeah.
How about doing 15,000 on stock? What do you think about that?
Yeah, we can do that.
That's again is the max you have, like.
No, yeah, I know, but it's close to the max, but it's not it completely. I don't know.
Didn't change it.
No, it didn't change. Okay. What's the max we can borrow?
Right now the max issue is 19,877.
I don't know. Do you guys want to try borrowing 5 million, see what happens? I don't know. I'm at a loss right now.
So also keep in mind that this pie chart, it looks pretty good now, right?
Right.
The more you
more debt
borrow here, the bigger this
the-
pie gets and the
Right.
less attractive we look.
True. Very true.
Payroll 7.3%.
Oh boy. So we do this year. It looks like 9 million for our debt so far.
I'm trying
What
to
is that? What's that face amount, Brittany? What is that? What does that I say?
where at?
The face amount under outstanding bonds on the right-hand side. Outstanding, the face amount. Oh, okay. Okay. What are your thoughts, guys? Enza, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shabir?
I'm actually just researching a little bit to see if
I
there's
don't know
any.
either, the finance.
What were you
She
researching?
in the feedback that the professor provided, she said chapter 11 covered the emergency loan. So I'm just going to look at that really quick.
Okay. Where did she say that?
In the discussion, in the feedback, in the team discussion area.
It says that in real world, we often refer to emergency loans as a liquidity crisis, Chapter 11, or simply bankruptcy. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm just going to look at, I haven't really researched the book yet. I haven't looked at it.
So Chapter 11 is just a reference term for bankruptcy in the business world.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just I am just losing my mind right now. I'm so
You're
sorry.
I'm right
I
there
know what
with you.
chapter 11 is. It's been a long day. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. Chapter 11. Okay. Ignore my comment. Anyway, I'm looking at the book anyway.
Okay, good.
Maybe there is a sample, some kind of information that'll give us, or samples to help us, sample plans. Let me look at this.
Because like my whole idea was that, you know, from doing the simulation, like the intro and everything like that, was that as long as you were positive, you were good. But that's obviously not the case.
No. Oh my God. Continue plan started.
If you manage your cash position poorly and run out of cash, the simulation will give you an emergency loan to cover the shortfall automatically, it looks like.
But how does it calculate that we ran out of cash when, I mean, we don't, like, we have, like, that's what I don't understand, because it's obviously calculated, like, it obviously knows what we're going to sell before we sell it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's frustrating because.
Well, yeah.
Because I can keep issuing debt and all this stuff all day long until we're in the hundreds of millions of dollars. But
Yeah.
what is that actually? You know what I'm saying? I mean, is that actually going to save us? I mean,
Okay, it says emergency loans are combined with any current debt from last year. The total amount displays in the due this year cell under current debt.
which is 9,021,000.
Okay.
Maybe that's the reason why we continue to have emergency debt, just because the last 2 years we had emergency debt that we took out.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
just linked to it. So
So-
basically, if we have the emergency debt, we're screwed.
So
Well,
yeah,
and it says,
in the
to come
first
out of it.
round, if you have the emergency debt, then you're automatically screwed for the rest of the rounds. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
yeah. And it says here,
So-
emergency loans depress stock prices, even when you are profitable. So yeah.
what we need to do is learn from our
Mistake.
opportunities this practice round.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then coming next week, I think that, okay, so for the competition rounds, there's 2 competition rounds each week, correct?
Yes.
So we have one due on Friday and the next one that's due on Sunday.
No.
Oh, no, one on Wednesday. I'm
Yep,
sorry.
Wednesday
One on
and
Wednesday and then
Sunday.
the next one on Sunday.
That's the schedule for
Right.
next 4 weeks, week 3 through 6.
Yeah.
3 through 7, right?
6.
Oh, okay. All right.
So total 8 rounds. Each week we have 2 rounds. So like 4 weeks, that makes 8 rounds.
Okay.
No, it includes week 7. Week
No,
3,
I have
week
that-
4,
I
week
have the
5.
schedule
Oh,
here.
week 6. Okay, I see. And
Yeah, I
then I
have the
believe
schedule
we
here.
have, let me check it out. A presentation.
It's not changing at all, Brittany.
that goes along with
I'm
it.
just trying to play with it to
Yeah.
see if maybe I can get it to flex a little.
Right.
Yeah, don't spend too much time on it. I think it's anyway. That's not going to change anything. So
Yeah.
I wish we could get our professor on the phone or on this next meeting.
week
Or if
3,
we need some-
week 3 and 5, I think we've had a WebEx with the whole.
Oh, the present.
Yeah, not with our team. I think the whole class.
4, 5,
Oh, okay.
6.
That'd be on what day?
Most probably Thursday. I think she's going to send out the meeting invite sometime next week.
Okay.
In our last meeting, she said, I will meet you guys again on week 3 and week 5. Maybe
Oh,
after you
good.
enter the round one results, it'll actually come up with some kind of review or something.
Okay. No, still staying the same, Brittany.
So I think
And
these
yeah,
we're going to be screwed either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
spend much time on that, like let's submit it.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
go change these back to, I'm going to change this back to 0 and change this back to, I believe we had it at what, 1.5, right?
I think it was 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000.
I thought it was was it 1,000?
So that was 0 and return long term, that was 1,000, I think. No, I'm not sure. Let me check.
I think we had it at 10. Right?
What I see on my screen is 2,000 and 0. 2,000 on top, retire long term debit.
Over
On-
here?
No, the right side.
No, on the right hand side. Yeah.
My chart, yep. No, that's 0. That's 0.
No, because
No, Based on your initial entry, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, I know, but because we made all the changes in the system today, we had a negative number here, and so that's why we needed to swap this.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. That's right, Brittany. That's exactly what we did.
So I'm just gonna leave it at 10. I mean, obviously we've made 19.
Okay.
I mean, we made money. I don't care what the system tells me.
We did, and if I'm looking at this correct, if I'm not seeing things, guys, if we made 19 million and we retire and we have to pay 9 million this year, we'll still have 10 million left over.
Mm-hmm.
So we shouldn't have an emergency loan. We should be able to pay off all that debt this year.
Correct.
But you have a dividend and the other things, like the stock
So
issue.
this is reflecting all of this, like all these numbers. This reflects that already. So if you
Yes.
take out that 9,000, we would actually have 9 million more here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is as we stand right now with all this information.
Yes, we should be good.
Yes, we should, and that's how it's always been. But of course, we get screwed. So.
So what about the long term debt? You have 10,000 there. So that's going to be the 10,000.
So that's our long-term debt. That's the debt we're accumulating
Okay.
to pay off, creditors, to pay off anything that comes our way.
Yeah.
If y'all want, I mean, we can switch this back down. I mean,
Oh! Wait a minute. You know what, Brittany? You're right. If that's what we're making, we're still. If I look at this 19,287 minus the maximum issue this year, 19,877, we're still 500,000. No, almost 600,000 short.
That's
Why we're going to have an emergency loan. You're right, Shabir.
Yeah, there's something wrong there. That's what I'm saying. Look at the number.
Yeah, you're right, Shabir.
So then let's decrease the amount of the issue the long term.
That's what I'm saying. That's too much. 10,000. Yep.
Okay, I got. Yeah, you're okay. I understand what you're saying now, Shabir.
so change this to what?
Some lower number.
Try
What about
5,000. Try
5?
half that number.
Like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh.
So that screwed up the number again.
You see what I'm saying? Like everything, this number reflects all these decisions already.
Yes.
So if you go here, we're still good there. Of course, we're going to get an emergency loan.
Okay, still 75.1. Okay. Huh.
So,
I would say, just submit it. We don't want to play into it.
so
I agree with you guys. I think we should. Yeah, because
nothing is changing. As long as our final score is not changing,
right.
we don't want.
And this green pay here is still 37.2%. So that still looks good.
Yeah.
So can I try something real quick?
Okay.
We're still going to make money.
Mhm.
We're obviously getting an emergency loan either way it goes. So why issue more debt when we don't have to?
Hey, Brittany, one more thing.
I agree.
So how about retire long-term debt? Like right now it's 0 there. Put some number there, and let's see what it's going to be. Like 1,000 or something. Yeah.
1 million
Yeah.
is going to cost us a little bit, but I mean, like I said, we'll still be in the positive.
Oh yeah, we're still in the positive, yeah, but it's costing us more money.
Yeah. So let's go see how our.
Yeah, let's look at that.
So we went down. So
Oh,
let's
that
go
lowered
back.
it.
Oh, okay.
That lowered it a whole point.
Go back here. Let's make this 500
Okay.
and recalculate. And so let's go make that 0.
Yep.
Oh, what are you doing?
Okay.
So we need to apparently issue a little bit of debt in order to raise this back up.
Yeah, we do.
So let's try 500.
Yep.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, 74.7. When it was at 5 million, we were up to 75.1.
So maybe do 5 million. Maybe 16 does. So we'll take it back down to 5 million since it's the same.
Yeah.
25.1.
Okay.
And then everybody's good with the other decisions?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. How about you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think we can go back and try to play with the contribution margin for Agape because it's so low compared to the others?
Yeah. Let me save everything we've done real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Save. Official decisions. Save. Okay, you said the contribution, so marketing, price, and forecast, and Agape. We want to see what we can do. Okay. So what do y'all want to change? Do you want to try making this 35? I mean,
Yeah, let's try 35. It went up a little
That's
bit.
up. Yeah, good.
Can we continue to change? I mean,
yeah.
go back and do maybe 35.5. I think the max was 34, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you
but
go
we-
back to the chart, the buying criteria, it was the last on the list. So I think it's okay that we go above
So let's do
the 34.
Let's do 36 just for good.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
because I think you're right. I think you're right about that, Enza.
Yeah. And then the contribution margin, if you see, it went up another $1,000 some dollars.
Yeah. So we're up to 25.
Oh, yeah, it's still going up. Okay, that's great.
So maybe 36.50.
Sure. Yep, it went up again.
Good call. Good call, guys. Good call, Enza.
Okay, so
So now go back to a scorecard, how that's going to impact our overall score.
Yeah. Let's see how that's.
Because the price is going up, so now we are above.
No, it's bringing it down a little bit.
Yeah, see?
Maybe we can change the forecast and see if that makes a difference. But the contribution margin is no longer in red. Now it is.
Yeah, now it's in the black. Yes.
well, it's in yellow.
Oh, yeah. Hello. No.
Yellow. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I'm sorry.
So now I think we are like above the max price. Max is 34, now $2.50 is above the max price.
I just want everybody to be mindful that every change we make in here, so once we change something in marketing, obviously production has to change, and then of course finance has to change.
Yep, that's a problem.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
So what do we want to change? Are we changing the forecast on this?
So then forecast should be down, I think.
It was 761.
So you want to take it
Hold
down?
on. Can you tell me, can you go to the career, please? Yeah. Oops. Oh, gosh. Bring it down to 900
Okay.
and see if that does anything.
Well, that dropped our cost by 2,000, which is awesome. 74 point.
Contribution margin went down.
Yeah.
Or it went
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. It was 25, wasn't it, or no?
I think
Am I
it
wrong?
No.
stayed the same.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it's still the same as the original 1,050.
But do you see how
26.2.
Change the production schedule?
So then based on that forecast, go ahead.
Yeah.
So based on that forecast, we need to adjust the production. So we need to get down to 1,000.
Okay. Yeah.
So then, see here, we don't need, let's the capacity to 600. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300 should work. Yeah, just see the recalculated. See the contribution margin went up because we know the number. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But
So now go to your scorecard.
why is our overtime negative 1%?
Yeah.
So then put a little bit like 300 the capacity, by capacity, change it to 400.
This one?
Yep. See recalculated. Still the same.
Still the same.
Okay. Yeah, go back and see the scorecard. The contribution margin went up. Came down the score a little bit, 0.3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our contribution, I mean, that's better than what we've had.
That's true.
Okay, so pricing and forecast. Oh, wait, we were in production. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. So I think based on that changes, we need to make some changes in the promo and distribution budget also
Okay.
for Agape.
So maybe dumb this down to 250, and
Yeah,
then
that's what I think.
Sure.
Yeah. So the top one also, print media maybe 150.
maybe dumb this down a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. Came down 0.1, 74.7.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can we change customer awareness? Because that's in the red.
If you look at this, I mean, we are like the customer awareness. It's there, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's not registered. Like,
So customer awareness, the only way you can increase the
Yeah.
customer awareness is put more money here for your promotional and distribution, mostly promotion. See, look at Able. You're spending 500 there. That's where it's up.
but yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So you're saying up this to like.
No, what I'm saying is if you want to increase your customer awareness, you need to spend more money there for your promo.
Should we spend more money on Adam?
Yeah.
Because that
Well, I think we should maybe, because look at the numbers on each of them. Acre, oh no, not the least amount on Adobe. Never mind, scratch what I said.
So Acre already has 1,500, or Adam, I'm sorry, excuse me. Adam already has 1,500
yeah.
allocated to it, which I think is substantial. We could increase AFT because we are focusing on AFT a little bit more.
Okay. Oh, that brought us up a little bit.
Yep, 0.1.
How about our customer awareness? No, it's still in the red.
See,
But it was 0.9 before. Now it's up to 1. So
Maybe we should double each number and see what happens.
okay.
on the promotion.
Yeah, let's just see what happens.
Okay.
So like you're
Just
saying,
for fun. Yeah, 1,000, 1,000.
oh, nope, 700.
You can't. 700, then do 700.
And then 300.
Mm-hmm.
300, 300. And then maybe 500.
5. Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
what happens here.
And then 300.
Uh-huh.
500, and 600. 700 was the max. Oh wait, no, 5. These all have different maxes. So 500 is the max there. So 500 is the max there, and we'll do 500.
5.
Oh. Let's see if that works. Oh. Okay, they can't say we didn't make them aware.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Well, that's good.
Whoa.
And the customer awareness went up too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay, so let's go back to our.
So maybe that's been our problem the whole time. We're being too conservative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm thinking that Yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to spend a little.
So ramp these up too.
Yeah, I think so. Sales.
Yeah, let's try that. See what happens.
So like it's like a 6, 9, 9, 6.
That may be 7, I think.
Yeah.
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 Woohoo! Look at those numbers.
Wow.
Now let's see how this affected us.
Oh, yeah, went up.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we're being too conservative, guys. We got to stop this. Okay, so now we know where our fault is. What we just, we're trying to live within our means, but apparently that's not how this thing is working.
So, but
No.
the thing is I mean, now we can go to finance and see. Oh, it didn't affect us near as bad as I thought it would.
It went up.
It didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
the long-term debt increased. Yeah, and that increased too. Yes.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, so production. So we ramped up marketing. Was there any other? I mean, did you guys want to?
I think we should try to get play with the contribution margin a little bit more with Agape,
Okay, so
just to see how we can get it over 30.
okay. So are you wanting to up this price
Yeah, let's up it to
to?
37. And remember, we can always change it back.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll just see what happens. And then that changed our Crunch Park prediction lower. And so
We need to reduce the forecast also based on that.
It's 18.3. Remember that.
it's small.
What is it?
It's 900.
900.
So can you go to the balance score or go to production to see and it went up. Look at that.
It did. Yes,
So maybe we should just be
28.4.
increasing the price.
Yes.
Let's try to increase the price a little bit more and leave the forecast as is.
So
So
maybe 38.
37.50 or 38, whatever.
Let's do 38 just to see.
Okay.
So that changed our benchmark drastically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we need to reduce the forecast. Yeah, let's see the contribution margin now. Go and check it in production.
Oh, the contribution margin.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think if you reduce, let's play this one. Let's go back and change the forecast a little bit.
Let me look at the our
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's check that out real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Look at that grade.
A lot lower. There's 76.1, I think, before.
It was 76.4. Yes.
Was
It did lower it a little bit.
Yeah. I think the only thing is maybe let's try reduce the forecast and adjust the production schedule based on that.
Okay.
Okay.
So what do we want to put it at?
And
Do 700.
what?
Maybe 700.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
right
That's,
now,
yeah. Try
then-
700.
And we can always go back and change it.
Right. We're
Okay.
still over 30%, so that's good.
So it's 700.
So now put it 775.
32.8.
Whoa.
See, there's a big difference.
Awesome.
Now
Okay.
go back to
What?
went up a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Mhm.
And our customer awareness is still pretty high.
Hey, Brittany, I would go back to production and change that capacity to 200 from 300 to 200. We don't need that much capacity now. 200, yep. Maybe 150. Put 150 there. Sorry.
Hey, no overtime now too. That's good.
Mhm. Because we don't need that much capacity now.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Check
then,
the.
Okay.
let's see how that affected us. Didn't really
Still
affect.
the same.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is lower.
Yeah, it was 104
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
So I don't really know.
So go to finance and see, like, if go to finance and see what's the change here.
Yeah.
Is that went up from 12,000? Yep. I think we can submit now. So what do you guys think?
I think that's good. I'm pleased with what we did.
Yeah, because the contribution margins are above 30 for all products, and
Yes.
we're in good shape. Not really, but at least looks
Well,
good.
yeah.
So what we should remember though is I've learned a lot from today.
Mhm.
Is in the promotions and sales, like you had said, we shouldn't be as conservative as we were because that helped
Right.
quite a bit.
Yeah, we were being way
That
too
helped
conservative.
The customer awareness, and then with price as well.
Price and the forecast. That's
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And then I
Yes.
just want to know, like in R&D, we always starting out with the final rounds, we need to make sure this is under 1 million always.
Yeah.
Also, the revision date, it should be before June.
Yes.
So that's better.
Yes.
Yes, without a doubt.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so I will file a state official decision. Are we good with this?
Yep. I'm okay.
Yes.
We are good. However, we need to make sure that Sean doesn't make any changes to this.
So, and that was another issue I had because I did send out an email saying nobody make changes to the system, and Sean went in and made a bunch of changes. Yeah.
Right. So
So
we
my
need
email
to be
didn't help.
firm about it.
Yeah.
So text him then.
Yeah.
Okay, saving all.
We
They're
do a team text to
Okay.
please don't make any changes.
okay.
Good idea. Good idea.
Hey, I'm not going to make any changes anymore. I'm done.
I will not.
Okay.
We just need to make sure that Sean does not.
Hey,
Right.
guys, I have one more question. So when you go back to your the training thing, you can see some. Let me log in.
The training.
Yeah, the training. Let's see. So when the getting started page, welcome to our team. You have like tutorials 4, 5, and 6, like advanced HR module, tutorial quiz, and advanced PPM module and marketing module. Do you guys have that?
Yes.
So you're talking about on the main page?
Yeah, main page.
Get
Scroll down.
I
Oh, you took
don't
all of them.
care. Get out. Shut my door now.
So that's the tutorials are individuals or like a team thing?
I think they're individual.
Individual. Okay, Bill,
Oh.
you guys took already, or
I
Huh?
have not.
looks like Brittany completed all of them. So I
So
have-
these three right here were the easiest. Literally, you click on them and it takes you automatically to the test, and you just, what I did is honestly I just clicked answers and then hit submit, and then got the correct answers, and then went back, retook it, and hit submit.
Oh.
And then
Oh, okay.
that's all I did.
all right.
Okay.
I'm just checking, like we need to complete or not. Okay, all right, I'll do that.
Well,
And those are
just,
due by tomorrow, correct?
Yep.
well, yeah, yes and no. Honestly, I sent an email directly to the professor and asking her about it. She says those things are just for our individual learning benefit. They're really not something that's due. But yes, we should go ahead and complete them anyway.
Hey guys, starting next week, the real competition rounds. So how's our schedule going to be? Like Tuesdays and Saturdays, or no? Yeah. So
Tuesday and Thursday, maybe?
Tuesday, because that's going to be the schedule for next 4 weeks. Starting week 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I say Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Brittany, what do you think?
Tuesdays and Thursdays are good for me.
Yeah, me too.
So Saturdays are really hard for me because, I mean, as a realtor, all of the showings are Saturdays and Sundays usually because that's when people are off. And so
Okay. Let's meet at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. CST.
Yes.
Okay. Tuesdays and Thursdays for next 4 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay. I'm going to do the best I can to be there, guys, but I'm not going to guarantee that because I work, like I say, I work at night. So.
All right.
And
Okay.
we'll have these recorded though.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Also, yeah, before you make any changes, let us know.
Oh, yes. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, I know. I think that's a good idea to send out a text for Sean so that he doesn't make any changes in there.
Okay.
Brittany, you submitted them for our grading, right?
Correct. I checked the box
Okay.
that said it was ready for the whatever.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so
Sounds
we've
good.
submitted round 3 then. We're good.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Great.
Good
Thank
meeting.
you. Good work.
Bye.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Bye.